Hello, I am Shireen Hashim, CEO and founder of the award-winning Fashion Community Week. We offer opportunities for emerging fashion designers in launching their brands. On our platform, brands are offered to take part in our exhibition, showroom, conference, and of course, our famous runway shows. You are viewing Fashion Community Speak, where we interview global fashion industry tycoons to share their expertise with us. Today, our guest is Clavon Leandro, a New York-based designer and label, most noted for his made-to-measure and suiting for men's and women's wear, as well as creator of a couture and ready-to-wear women's wear collection and accessory line. Clavon Leandro label has been showcased at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in New Zealand, Ghana, Rwanda, and New York Fashion Week. His designs has also been featured at fashion weeks in Kenya, Italy, China, Botswana, Mozambique, and South Africa. We also had the pleasure to showcase Clavon Leandro collection at our Fashion Community Week runway show in the fall of 2017. The brand has been featured on British Vogue, Tatler UK, GQ, Times, House of Cocoa, and The Face magazine. The designer has also dressed Carla Hall of ABC, pop musician Frankie Zulfarino, and NFL star Jonathan Casillas. At age 51, Clavon is living the dream of being a fashion designer, a testament that it is never too late to pursue what you love, says the designer himself. Clavon, it is such a pleasure having you with us today. How are you?
I'm absolutely fabulous, and it's so good to be connected with you guys again. It's been wonderful.
It is truly our pleasure, and I know that you're currently in South Africa, so thank you for joining in this late for the interview. We truly appreciate it. Let us get started, okay?
Okay.
So I wanted to first ask you to give us a background on how you got started with the Clavon Leandro brand, along with all these extensions of micro brands you have created along the way.
Well, you know what? I was teaching school. I was teaching at Rutgers, and I just graduated from graduate school, and I had a student who mother was a stylist, and they kind of connected me with someone in Fashion Week. I went there, they saw what I had on, asked me was I a designer, and really I made some connections. And a season later, I got a call, and I showcased in New York. It was like something out of a fantasy, but it really happened. So, I tell people all the time, your dream can become a reality. At 13, I dreamed that I saw people walking on the runway in my clothing, and 34 years later, my dream became a reality, and it really became true. So I'm a testament that it's never too late, for your dream to become your reality. And with hard work and the right connections, things can really work out for you.
That is so amazing, Clavon. And I think that no one should ever give up on any dreams that they have, no matter what age or what stage of life they're in, they must go after it. Well, thank you. So, last when we had a conversation, you were sharing with me about your current involvement with programs to support emerging African fashion designers. Can you share your involvement with such noble work, please?
Yeah, it's called Clavon's Incubation. And I started really 2 years ago, and I was traveling doing fashion shows, and I was meeting some amazing designers, and they were saying, will you mentor me? Will you help me? Will you assist me? How'd you get where you were getting? And so I sat down and I came up with a program that I could assist designers. And right now, currently, I have designers from Botswana, Ghana, South Africa, Kenya, the West Indies, and even a couple from the US. And what we do, we have a program initiative, and I teach them how to put together a line, really specializing and seeing what their specialty is. Is it couture? Is it ready to wear? Is it formal wear, after six? Is it men's? Is it women? Is it accessories? And we teach them techniques, and we get them involved in other shows in other countries to broaden them. We look at their online presence, to get them involved. And so it's been an amazing journey. And so I have it's between 16 right now designers from all over, and we're excited. And we're looking forward to being a part, because I told them what a fabulous time I had there. You guys, your hospitality, just the show itself, the audience, everybody was wonderful. The models, y'all made it an enjoyable experience. You made San Francisco really stand off the charts for me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That truly touches my heart. And I mean, your collection really spoke for itself. I mean, when the collection went on the runway, everyone was like, I need to get my father, my dad, my husband, everyone to wear those suits. So definitely your collection is a testament on its own. And I must say, it is such a great noble cause that you have created for all these designers, especially from Africa. I think that you should definitely call yourself your own African Fashion Council. I think
Yeah.
we should be seeing you in the media talking about everything that you are doing to make a difference for all these amazing designers. So thank you for that. So now, while we're in that conversation, I wanted to talk a little bit about your collection, how it's made to measure. And according to Vogue Business recently, there has been an increase in demand for custom clothing. And as a result, brands are looking into offering mass customization. Do you think mass customization is feasible with the production technology we have today?
I really do think it's feasible. There are so many programs now that are on board that you can even go online and they can customize your measurements and take a picture of you and send it. So with technology, it really can become visible where people feel that one-on-one connection, customized fit. So I really think it's the way to go, and I felt like I tapped into that really early. And I felt like it was going to be the way to go. And looking at how things are transcending, in the world today, people are not more apt to go out and want to go shopping. Right now, you can't even try on clothes in New York. You can't even go into the dressing room and try clothes on. You have to buy them and take them with you. So this custom, yeah. So custom fit is really the way to go, and I think that it's going to be the way moving forward, for designers. So there are things that we have to connect with, such as technology. A lot of designers, they don't have a website, they don't have technology, and this is some of the things I'm bringing to Africa and some of the African countries, the designers, because they have the talent but not the technology. So the combination of the talent and technology is really going to be feasible for this to be done on a mass scale. Now, 1,000 of one, I don't think so. But I'm talking when I think of mass, I'm talking about in terms of your customer base. You will be able to utilize a wider customer base, reach a greater audience, through this technology, and still service them with a custom fit. And I think people are going to feel really good about it because when you wear a custom fit, there's no alterations. You don't have to get it altered. It fits, to the glove of your body. You feel comfortable, and so I think that people are really going to look for it. And I think it's really going to move forward. And I think that we're going to find that fashion and technology, what we thought was very separate, are really going to be two emergent industries that's going to really move us forward.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I mean, it is already happening there. I mean, we are in the mecca of tech here in San Francisco at the moment, and
Yeah.
there are so many fashion technology companies that we work with at the moment that are doing so many made to measure type of technology, a lot of AI as well. So I'm glad that you tapped into this earlier, and you're definitely in one of the best locations for talents. Africa
Yeah.
region is one of my favorite for talents. I mean, it's incredible how every country represents something so different yet so unique. I mean, something different, unique, and just something just so beautifully made. I mean, I'm talking to one designer right now. You are basically, sitting there and helping all these designers to bring their best talent and their designs forward. So that's really great. We need more people to do something like that more at some of these programs
Thank you.
more. Um,
Thank you.
so I also, since you are New York City, you are from New York, so I had a question for you based on your experience being a designer from there. Now, recently I was reading an article on Vogue where it talked about New York City has indeed earned its top global fashion capital ranking through its discipline, method, uh, methodical yet creative approach to its fashion industry. Based on this statement, what does the future of fashion look like for New York, in your opinion, especially with the current changes this year?
I really think that everybody has been shocked into a whole new culture. I think the fashion culture of New York is really going to change. There's a lot of things that's going to move it forward. Certainly, technology. A lot of shows are going to virtual shows. A lot of, what's sad is a lot of designs are going out of business because they didn't know how to adjust to the changes. A lot of stores that went in turn to retail. I think we're going to see a lot of more like old school customized shops, like tailor shops, designer showcase rooms. I think you're going to see more of that than you see the regular retail. And I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see pop-up shops and boutiques that really going to specialize. There's going to be a lot of specialization, I think, in New York City. I think New York is not going to lose its place because I think that it's going to move forward. I think they're catching on to technology. And some of those things were even already happening where you were finding stores specializing, with pop-up shops to cater to certain demographics and to certain populations. And I think it's been forced to move it forward. So I think it's going to be really good for the small business owner because people are going to want that personalized effect, more so than the big retail chains that's been dominant in the past. And so I think what we're going to see a growing community of small designers, small businesses that are specializing. They're going to be specialization in contours. I think we're seeing a growth of men shops that's been popping up, and I've really been really shocked to see that because you think women they shop more, but it's the men retail market is growing, and I think it's gonna even move forward. I think New York is still gonna hold its place. I think we're definitely gonna see a lot of changes in terms of what it used to look like. But it's going to be a great opportunity for like emerging designers. And I think you're great because y'all provide that platform before New York did. New York really didn't provide that platform for us, but you guys did. And so, I want to say out there to all you emerging designers, you need to come to San Francisco because it is the tech savvy of the world. But not only that, when you can combine that with fashion, I think you guys are so fashion forward. So I think that it's going to get a lot of leverage that you don't even see in LA, in San Francisco that you guys bring. So it's a great opportunity for emerging and established designers as well.
Thank you so much. Yes, we definitely incorporate fashion and tech together. We are, since last 2 seasons, we have joined something called Shop the Runway, where people are watching the runway and can actually buy the collection right when they are watching it right out of the runway. And even though we are now doing online, we're still going to do that. Our entire show next month is going to be virtual, from conference to runway shows and the shopping event. So I hope that you can tune in to watch, and it will be
Yes.
great to have your presence there, obviously. So thank you for that. Anyhow, I now you have years of experience in this industry, and I'm sure all the viewers are probably waiting to hear any advice that you can give them that that are starting their business, especially in this made to measure customized suiting business. What what suggestions or advice do you have to offer for them, for especially this year, which has been such a difficult year for all the industries, specifically the fashion industry?
Well, the one thing I want to stress is customer service. Guys, customer service is so important. Customer service and marketing, because you can be a great marketer, but if you don't have the customer service, it really, it's not going to make the difference. I think what's going to make the difference in maintaining your clients and introducing new clients for, emerging designers who with this custom fit, the bespoke community that we're entering in. It's going to be very important that they give excellent customer service and marketing, and letting them know what you can bring to the table is really essential. But customer service, customer service, customer service, because every customer counts. And I just think it's really going to be a thing that separates the average from the exceptional in this industry.
I absolutely agree. Everybody wants to shop somewhere where they feel comfortable, where they feel heard, and where they feel that they are taken care of. So, so definitely, you know, the interview series before you, we had a designer from Peru, and she said exactly the same. Customer service, especially around this day and time, is very important. Well, Clavon, it was such a pleasure to.
It was so good to see you again, even though it's virtual. It's so good to see you
I
again.
know, same here. I remember last time when I saw you, we were just running behind, dressing the models, getting them on the runway.
Yes, get them
That
on the runway.
that was fun too. But this is also nice to actually sit down and talk to you without all of that rush and crazy backstage rush, right?
Yes.
Um, Either way, it's always a pleasure to connect with you, Clavon.
Thank you
And
so much. And I look forward to coming back to San Francisco. I'm
you must,
excited.
you must. And it will be very nice to have you. And thank you so much for joining us today. Now, I would like to thank our audience for tuning in and watching our Fashion Community Speak interview series today. If you'd like to shop Clavon Leonard collection, simply visit clavonleonard.com. Tune in every week, same time, on our Fashion Community Week IGTV to watch live interviews with fashion industry experts. All interviews are also available on our platform such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We look forward to seeing you next week. And Clavon, again, such a pleasure having you with us today. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you.